Welcome back to Radio BVM. We have some very important news. Broadcast store robbed. Thieves broke into the broadcast store, 3980 Hastings Street East, Wednesday night and made away with a complete console radio set and and batteries valued at $190 and a loudspeaker valued at $37.50. Entrance was affected by removing glass from the front door. On Thursday morning, a chisel was found on the rear of a lot nearby. This bore the name of a city carpenter on its handle, but the owner stated that he had lost it some 6 months ago and he was unable to say where he had lost it.
Welcome to Radio BVM. This is Brendan, and today we have an interesting guest speaker from the Totem Model AT Ford Club. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
And what brings you here to Burnaby Village Museum today?
Well, we have a fundraising charity hanging basket sale today.
Oh, great. And what are you fundraising for?
It's the money will be split between the club, Burnaby Heritage Village, and a charity that we have to figure out later. We vote on it as a club, so we all get a vote in it.
Okay, and what does your club do?
We're a Model A, Model T Ford club primarily, and they're all stock vehicles, some restored, some unrestored. And so as a club, we go on tours, we have a library so that we can help people who are working on cars. And there's an awful lot of expertise within the club. It's a 50-year-old club, and some people have actually been members of the club for 50 years.
Now, for the layman's out there, what do you mean by a stocked vehicle?
A stock vehicle? A vehicle that has not been modified from its original factory manufacturer, or not been modified much. So Model Ts, a lot of people will put on better brakes on the Model Ts. And certainly if they didn't come with an electric starter, some people will put an electric starter on. But those are basically the only modifications that people will usually do to stock vehicles. So they are the way they were manufactured.
Oh, great. And what got you involved in this club?
Well, I've always had vintage vehicles since I was a teenager and always been interested in vehicles. And I wanted to find a club where people were quite friendly, where we did a variety of activities. So we do a lot of activities such as poker runs and garage tours. But I wanted to experience a bit more of the social side of the car club hobby.
And so does your club store many of these vehicles, or do individuals just bring these vehicles to your club?
Individuals restore the vehicles. The vehicles are all individually owned.
Okay.
And but when you're restoring a vehicle, sometimes it's hard to either find parts or understand how certain components on the vehicle worked. And so accessing expertise, like the other two people here, really helps with people who've actually had vehicles for a long time and have done the restoration themselves.
And how would someone join your club?
They just need to show up at one of the meetings. That's as simple as that. There's an annual membership fee, but we encourage people to come and take part in some of the club activities first to see what the club is like.
Okay, and how often do you have these meetings?
We're once a month, and we actually meet here at the Administration Center in Burnaby Heritage Village.
Welcome to Burnaby Village Museum Radio. This is Brendan Boylan on the air with my lovely Diane McLeod, who has come and volunteered to do this radio play with me. So this one is called Where and When Script. Thank you, Diane, for joining me today.
Thank you for having me here.
All right, I'm going to start it off. I'll be the operator, and she will be the postal worker. Hello?
Hello, I'm from the Postal Service, and I have some packages for people in town. I'm new to the area, so I was hoping you could help me find them.
Sure.
Great. Where does Sue Hatcher live?
On the corner of Where and When, just off what avenue?
And that's where?
Where?
What?
Yes, just off there. You'll see where.
Where?
Yes.
Where is it?
It is where.
So, could you tell me?
Where and when?
Here and now?
No, that's where the carpenters live. They get their mail at the post office.
Who?
The carpenters. They're here and now on the corner.
So, they're there on the corner?
No, they're on the corner here and now.
Whatever. So, Sue Hatcher, what about her?
Him.
Him?
Yes.
Whatever. Where does he live?
Where?
Yes, where?
And when?
Oh, look. Are there any landmarks?
Well, I have a listing for a landmark.
You have listings for those?
Yes, we have all the landmarks.
Okay, great. So, what's the landmark near Sue Hatcher?
Oh, there are no landmarks near Sue Hatcher.
Oh, well, are there any noticeable buildings nearby?
Well, the building on Queen and West is pretty noticeable.
Another corner?
No, there's no other corner. But there is an other street on the other side of town.
On the other side. Huh, look, where's Queen and West?
On Queen and West.
So it's on Queen and West.
Yes.
So I should go to Queen and West?
No, go to where and when.
Where and when?
Where and when.
Here and now.
That's the Carpenters.
Forget it. Can you tell me where Bill King lives?
Out and about.
So he's not at home.
Well, if he's at home, out and about, is where he is.
So do you know if he's home?
Of course not. I have no idea.
Apparently not.
Look, if you go out and get the next right about, you'll find his place.
How do you go out to out? Out is out.
Yes, it is.
But you want me to go out to out. If I'm out already there. I'm already there.
Exactly.
How do I get out?
Where are you calling from?
McKinnon's and Company.
The building or the street corner?
The building on South Street.
Okay, go up south until you hit north. Turn north on north, take north until west, then turn east on west, take west east until you get to east. Go east on east until you see Bob.
Uh-huh.
Take Bob out and about.
I'm not looking for Bob. I'm looking for Bill.
You need Bob to get to Bill.
This is getting me nowhere.
Oh, that's where you're going. I can get you there.
You're doing a fine job of it so far. You can't get me anywhere.
Anywhere? That's nowhere. Near here.
What crazy town is this anyway?
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, you got that right. I'm hanging up.
Oh, that's a ridiculous name. Are you from around here? Hello? Hello? Dring, dring. Hello, this is ridiculous. Thank you, Diane McLeod, for joining me on that radio play.
That was just so much fun. Thank you so much. I'm now out and about.
Stay tuned to Radio BVM.
I sent the club a wire stating, please accept my resignation. I don't want to belong to any club that will accept me as a member.
I hope that's not true.
This is Brendan here at Radio BVM. We're continuing our coverage of Totem Model A and T Club, Ford Club. And right here we have a Model A, I believe?
No, Model B.
Model B Ford Club.
1932 pickup.
1932 pickup. And we have one of the members here who's going to show us all about this car. So what about this car that's unique?
This was one of the first flathead V8 cars that were built. This one was made in March 1932. And in the beginning, when Ford made them, the motors were in three pieces. And Henry Ford said that he could cast a V8 Ford in one piece. And that's what he did, and that's what's in this car. Is a one-piece block and everything, yeah.
So it took him they started when, 1920s, the Model Ts? Or
1907 was the first Model T.
1907.
First Model T.
So it took him a good almost 20 years.
20 years.
20 years, yeah. To get the one piece. Okay, so
That's right.
he's gonna open the doors for us and show us how it starts.
It's going to be so quiet you won't even hear it. But that's a V8 engine too. And it's putting out 60 horsepower.
And so this runs on petrol?
Yeah, just regular gas. Yeah.
Oh, great. And do you find the upkeep quite a bit? Is it hard to upkeep this kind of car?
No, once you've got them in good shape, then we don't drive them maybe 1,000 miles a year. So no, they're easy to upkeep. Yeah, if you do the restoration properly in the first place, then they're good.
And did you restore this one?
This one hasn't been restored yet.
Oh,
No, this one is still original.
original
The only
parts.
thing I've done on it is put hydraulic brakes on it and turn signal. The turn signal, because originally they had no turn signals. You used to have to put your arm out the window, and you don't remember that. You're too young for that. But nowadays, if you drive this on the streets and you put your arm out for signaling, people on the street just wave at you. They don't know what you mean. So I added turn signal devices on it. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And how long have you had this car?
I've had this one about 5 months, but John has had it for about 12 years before I got a hold of it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking the time and showing us your. Well, that's a neat brake that you put on there. Did you hit the switch?
This here?
Yeah.
Well, that also in here, which is unique to these ones, when you turn this, you can't turn the ignition on, but it also locks the steering wheel.
Oh. Well, why would they do that?
No idea.
Well,
They did that so
John
nobody
might
would
know.
steal the car. It's a locking mechanism for the steering. So they had invented it way back in the early 30s. Locking steering wheel.
oh, they had anti-theft device even back there.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, this is Brendan from Burnaby Village Museum. Thank you for taking the time with us,
Oh, you're welcome.
and we're signing off.
Welcome back to Radio BVM. We're on the air here with Princess and Daisy Flower. Thank you two for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Would you like to join me in going to a baseball game?
Baseball games.
Do you like baseball? All right. So we're off to the baseball game. So let's start walking down on our horses. Oh, I better get off my horse. Would you like to ride my horse? Go ahead. Now we're here at the baseball game. It looks like New York's going to be playing. And are you cheering for that team? Go ahead, cheer for the team. And the bases are loaded. It's ninth inning, bottom of the ninth, and everyone's cheering. Yell as loud as you can, everyone. And the pitcher winds up. He throws the ball. And what does he do? He hit the ball right out the field, right the ball, but the game is over. We've won. Whoa! Now that you've won the game, what are you going to be doing on this fair, fine day? Make lots of noise, of course. You've just won. Are you hungry? What kind of food would you eat at a baseball game?
I was eating ice cream.
Was it delicious ice cream?
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic to hear. And it looks like we might have to leave. Do you want to know why?
No.
You don't want to know why. That's okay. Here, let's go like this. Oh, the storm's coming. Everyone go home. Thank you for listening to Radio BVM. This is Brendan signing off.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you to the Rivers to Sea Regional Heritage Fair, hosted by Burnaby Village Museum.
Bon après-midi, mesdames et messieurs et étudiants. Bienvenue à la 10e Rivière aux Mers Fête du Patrimoine, ici à la village de Burnaby et Carrousel.
My name is Lisa Langlet. I'm one of the assistant programmers at Burnaby Village Museum. I'm also the regional coordinator for this particular fair.
Et moi, je m'appelle Brendan Boylan et je travaille ici comme une hôte de radio, juste à Straight Studio là-bas.
Here at Burnaby Village Museum, we're delighted to host and coordinate this wonderful event each year. This year we had 6 schools participating in our regional fair. Across British Columbia, fairs have been taking place in the last few weeks. Approximately 6,000 students annually prepare fair projects and present them either in a school or a classroom-based fair. Of that, Approximately 1,100 then go on to participate in a regional fair throughout the province, similar to the one that we have today. In fact, the province is divided into 11 regions. So we've had 11 regional fairs this year, and 4 actually took place this weekend.
Ici, au musée du village de Burnaby, on est très content d'être hôte pour cet événement fantastique. Il y avait 6 écoles qui participaient aux régionaux fêtes du patrimoine cette année. À travers la Colombie-Britannique, environ 6 000 étudiants ont créé et présenté leurs projets dans leur école. De là, environ 1100 étudiants ont été sélectionnés pour aller aux 11 fêtes à travers la province.
The Rivers to Sea Regional Heritage Fair represents 3 areas within the Lower Mainland. From the Burnaby School District this year, we had Burn Creek Secondary School participate, coordinated by Judy Fujiki. We had Glenwood Elementary School, coordinated by Patricia. And we had Stony Creek Community School, coordinated by Lori Hope. From the Coquitlam School District, we had Nestor Elementary participate, 1 student. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out this afternoon, and I'd also like to thank Annabelle, who made the phone calls to everyone. This wonderful phone call saying, please come, bring a camera. Hope everyone got the hint. It's wonderful that everyone was able to come this afternoon. Thank you to everyone for participating in the fair, for the students, for the teachers, for the sponsors, and for all the judges and the staff and volunteers at the museum for their help. Thank you so much, and this concludes this year's Heritage Fair.